The Chippewas looking to lead his Chippewas to one more victory so far this season. As you see, he reached 100 career wins earlier this season, trying to end it at 500 and on a positive note for the Chippewas. But right now it's 12-5 as we come out of the timeout. Eastern Michigan has the early lead.
Yeah, and, you know, Mike Gall has done a great job in the last stretch of this season to get them what was on a 6-game win streak in contention to play for the MAC tournament. Of course, they didn't beat Ohio in either game this past weekend, but like you mentioned, one more chance for him. And, you know, this 8th season, he's taken this team twice to the MAC tournament. He's done a great job as the head man for CMU.
Brandon digs out the Stanford serve, and it's going to be blocked this time by Minshew at the net.
Yeah, and that's really going to fire up Eastern Michigan's bench. You see right here on the near side, they're going to try and split this behind Amaral. And boy, Casson was ready to drill it, but a great block by Minshew.
Stanford gets another serve. This time Brandon digs it out cleanly. Now to Schrock. Minshew digs it. And tipped over by Cavett. Bumping pass from Gertiza to Schrock. Tipped at the line. Howard bumps it up. Casson's going to send it straight down for the kill. Big kill for the Chippewas. They needed that point desperately. Just puts them down by 7 now.
Yeah, just the 3rd Chippewa to kill so far in this game. You see it right there, no hesitation. She sees the split in the middle as Eastern's Hannah Howard is trying to come in from the back line and catch up to that ball and just doesn't get to it in time.
Maddie Gebhardt had an ace in the series against Kent State. Sends the or against Ohio, rather, sends the serve over. Minshew slams it down. Gertiza digs it. Amaral back to Casson. Cavett hits it up to Minshew. Blocked into the net. Point Central Michigan this time, as Minshew made the mistake, hit it into the net, just under the arms of Casson.
Yeah, you see that. Finally, they get back-to-back points for what's been a while throughout this first set, as Eastern has really controlled and done a good job on the first touches.
McMahon digs it to Cavett. Cavett tries to slam it down, but Gertiza's waiting for it. Now to Casson, who gets the tap. Minshew blocks it. To Olin. Srinivasan digs it out. Now to Minshew. This time Minshew's going to get the kill.
And there you start seeing it, right? Callie Minshew, who's almost, I believe now, at 400 kills on her career in college volleyball. And boy, I mean, she targeted the libero Gertiza right down the split in the cross court and gets him a confident point.
Just her 2nd kill of the match, puts her at 399 on the season. That one looks like it might be an ace, but Gertiza able to send it over. McMahon bumps it up to Cavett, going for 400. Gets blocked. Amaral sets it up to Olin. And this one out of bounds. Olin just hit it too far, so now 16-7. 9-point deficit for the Chippewas, but a big lead for Eastern, as they are starting to run away with this first set. Hannah Cavett, the setter, serves it over. Diving dig from Gertiza. Tough bump as Raymond goes for the kill. Playing the front line for the first time this season. This one goes past Raymond for the kill.
That's 400 career points now for Callie Minshew, 400 kills in her college career. You're going to see this, a perfect setup over the side by Cavett, and she makes no mistake about it, targeting the far line.
And the Cavett serve goes into the net, a service error. Gets the Chippewas a point to put them back down by 8.
Eastern Michigan has been playing some really terrific volleyball. They've been spreading the wealth around. 5 excuse me, already in this first part of this set.
Amaral serves it. Bumped up and kill off the antenna that time from Sifke. Point for the Chippewas. So now 2 straight points for the Chippewas, puts them back down by 7. So we see Sifke go up and it right into the antenna. Now Claire Amaral gets another serve. Cavett bumps it up. Minshew just dumps it over. Now Chippewas have another chance here with Raymond. Cavett serves it back. Blocked at the net by Maidendorp. McMahon sends over the free ball. Amaral sets it up for Casson. Casson's going to put it down for the kill.
Boy, what a fake that time it was from Amaral. CME was showing the left side, all of their attackers. You see Gebhardt sets it up to Amaral. Instead of going left, she goes behind her as one of the best setters, I believe, in the MAC. And a great point there for Casson.
Cavett's long set gets blocked by Christina Casson that time as Minshew got met at the net and put straight down. Chippewas only down 5 now. Don't look now as they are making a comeback.
Yeah, great block. First the kill and now a block by the junior out of Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Cavett Hits it to Bonnie. Bonnie hits it off of Raymond and out of bounds. So Eastern Michigan gets that point back. Back up by 6 now.
And you know what was interesting about Callie Minshew? We just talked about 400 kills. Well, I believe she just recently surpassed 100 service aces in her NCAA career.
Almost gets another one right there as Amaral serves over the free ball. Basham hits it off the top of the net. Amaral sets it up for Maidendorp. Maidendorp taps it over for the kill. Just a beautiful dump right there to get that point for the Chippewas. They keep trying to crawl back into this one. Takes a little bit off it and just hits it in the perfect spot.
Yeah, perfect spot. You said it best. I mean, they've got 2 double blockers there ready for a slam dunk, and she goes with the floater.
Gertiza serves it to McMahon. Vet sets it up and trying to dump it this time. And now to Willer. Willer hits it off of McMahon. Amaral sets it up to Maidendorp again. Maidendorp's gonna get another kill. 2 straight for Ellie Maidendorp. Puts the Chippewas down by 4 now.
And now you see them starting to force Eastern to push the ball back and not necessarily go for as many kills. They're starting to get more in system. They've been limiting the errors that they had early in the set.
McMahon decides to dig that one. Looked like it was gonna go out. Basham gets blocked at the net. Basham's gonna try again. Gets it to Gebhardt. Now Amaral sets it back for Willer. Willer deflected at the net. Minshew digs it out. Cavett to Basham. Off of Maidendorp and out of bounds. Point Eastern Michigan.
Yeah, and that time, you know, they get Basham on this near side where before that set, they had to just volley this ball over about 3 times. They get a confident look for her. She makes no mistake about that, getting through the double block.
Emma McMahon serves it over. Linnea Willer digs it to Amaral. Back to Willer. Basham has to dig that one. Cavett comes up to bump it up. Sifke just sets it over. Diving dig from Amaral to Raymond. Raymond hits it just too far for another Eastern Michigan point.
And that wasn't even the look Eastern was looking for. They had a lot of miscommunication at the middle blocker position, and that's how you see Raymond just try and push it over to the far line. It's too strong.
McMahon steps up, serves it across. Amaral goes up, sets it up for Willer. Willer puts it down. Usually see Willer on the outside, this time in the middle. Puts it right between the diving defenders.
Yeah, Mike Golick switching up their looks a bit, and another just simple play. Amaral sets it to her right through the double person, and Eastern has had a tough time with double blocks this year, and makes no mistake about that. Great job by Linnea Willer.
Raymond serves it to Sifke. Now on the far line, that's going to be tipped out of bounds off the top of the net by Basham. Unable to keep that one in, so now Chippewas back down by 4. Natalia Raymond looking to get another one across. Tip for an ace. Natalia Raymond. Beautiful serve right there. Gets the Chippewas another point, and that's going to force another timeout. First timeout taken by Eastern Michigan here.
Yeah, remember, this lead was as much as 8 for Eastern Michigan earlier, 16-8, and CMU has brought their way back into this slowly and surely with a lot more systematic play and playing to their style.
And there is Kevin Foman, the first-year head coach for the Eagles. Coached in D2 for a while, 158 and 113 there. And he was a heck of a baseball player at Mary Washington. Ended up scrambling around the minor leagues for a little bit after college. But look at these stats. 33 career wins as a pitcher, 360 strikeouts, and 22 complete games. A great pitcher.
Yeah, multi-sport athlete for sure. And, you know, the interesting thing is, you know, Ashland, a Division II school, he was able to take them to not one but multiple national championship appearances with his squad. As you see the point here for CMU over the line, some highlights going on. But, you know, in their case, Eastern is rebuilding this program, a first-year head coach that's done a terrific job getting them playing the right system. And, yeah, it hasn't been the year they've wanted, but that's part of what they really signed up for. And you see here, Talia Raymond getting that last service ace. So let's see if she can keep it going.
Yeah, Raymond looking for another one. And that run started with Ellie Maidendorp getting 2 big kills, and Amaral really setting her up nicely. Raymond gets bumped up by Basham. Looking back for Basham. Gertiza, nice dig. Amaral has to run this one down, and the free ball gets sent over from Schrock. Cavett sets it up for Basham in the middle. The little dump will land for the point.
Yeah, that's a smart play by Basham. She noticed that Claire Amaral, their setter, was playing far back, sort of in a defensive spot and getting through that double block, recognizes it, just taps over the left side with nobody there for the gap kill.
Serve gets dug out by Raymond. Maidendorp looking for a hole. Dug out by Howard. The big hit from Minshew gets dug by Raymond. Looking for Schrock now, and Schrock hits it just a bit too far.
Yeah, that's another one where, look, Schrock, she's had the ball a lot in her hands, and she's had a couple of attack errors today, and it's led to Eastern Michigan points.
Coming out of the timeout, Eastern Michigan doing really well, getting these points back, trying to put this first set away. Raymond bumps up the Howard serve. Cortez is bumping pass to Willer. Willer will get the kill. Linnea Willer comes up when the Chippewas need her, hits it a solid percentage for most of the season, and really just a well-spotted kill right there off that double block. Kayla Brandon checking back in. Serve it across, the serving specialist. Comes in to serve. Gets it to McMahon. Cavett bumps it up to Basham. Tipped at the net. Amaral unable to get a clean hit on it, so that's going to be a point for Eastern Michigan and a kill for Basham.
Yeah, Amaral had no idea where that ball was when she turned around. You see this great separation on the block, but yeah, it just comes right into her face. Was not expecting it.
Basham gets the serve, and Basham gets the ace. Samantha Basham, well-placed serve that time, puts Eastern Michigan within 2 of taking set number 1 right now. As Alina Anderson's going to check in now for the Chippewas for Kayla Brandon. So Samantha Basham getting another serving attempt, hits it right at Anderson. Anderson's bump goes across the net. Eastern hits it right back over. Now to Willer. Willer off the net, but they'll say it was blocked. Now Schrock. Dug out by Howard. Looking for Basham past the 10-foot line. Dug out by Amaral. Willer on the near side gets blocked. Amaral looks for it, and Amaral gets it. Claire Amaral coming out of her setter position to kill that one.
Yeah, instead of Lauren Schrock trying to kill this ball, it's the other time. And look at that, great block by Easton the first time, but whammo, Amaral makes no mistake about that. Look, she is going to be in the conversation for one of the best setters, not just this year, but next year as she continues her NCAA career. Now, this year, what's crazy, she's had over, 1,000 assists this year just alone.
She's getting there, almost there today, just 4 assists away from 1,000.
Yeah.
As it looks like we're getting Eastern Michigan challenge here. Something would have had to happen earlier in the set. There was no doubt Amaral put that one in. Possibly some contact with the net earlier in the set that Coach Foman noticed.
Yeah, well, you know, that gives us kind of a minute here to talk about the serving. I mean, CMU has had a tough time with the service errors a little bit. Let's see where this goes. Willer gets the touch.
I think it's the play earlier in the set where Willer was going for the kill, and it rolled across the top of the net, and they said it was blocked by Minshew at the time. But it looked like it did just hit the net to just the naked eye.
Right.
But the officials...
Making the case of whether it be a violation, a net violation, correct?
Correct, yes.
So let's see this replay one more time. Willer comes on the near side. Over here. And yeah, you see that. A hand is clearly, you see that antennae right there lining up with this.
It does hit the top of the net,
and
but
it comes back.
Does it hit the arm of Minshew before it pops back? I think it does.
Right, that's what you'd be looking at. Because it looks like
it does redirect over the net and
boy, that is
into
close.
Minshew before it bounces back.
Yeah, Matt, I think you've got the best vantage point of this because you're talking about the right arm right there. You see right where the elbow sort of meets in the insert. So we get a back angle of this one. Does it hit before? Oh my goodness, that is, I mean, it's mere inches we're talking between that hitting the right arm of, well, actually that'd be on the near side, Abigail Stanford.
Yeah, it does go off of Stanford, it looks like.
Little blocker
from Zanesville, Ohio. Going for that double block.
Yeah, it's going to be a really close call.
The call on the court was Central Michigan points, so if they decide to stay with it, they can do that. But if they decide to change it, it's going to be set point at 24 for Eastern Michigan. So a pivotal point here in this first set. The officials are going to want to make sure they get this one right.
Yeah, we'll hold our breath here for a second. And, you know, one of the things that stands out right now in the statute is 25 digs for Eastern Michigan to CMU's 19. Eastern coming into this game, the story of their season has been, a little bit of a younger team, a team that has a lot of transfer and a lot of different elements. Head coach, first year for Kevin Foreman, and then they've been really not great at the first touches. That's been their biggest Achilles heel, is every time they get the first sets, the first touches, they've been able to struggle or struggling to get the ball back and kill positions. But, as you see right here, they've done a better job. And look at that hit percentage, .020 for CMU. They've hit back-to-back weeks under .200 hitting percentage, which isn't terrible, but that Ohio series, you and I called that, Matt, first game, they got swept in all 6 sets of that series. And it's pretty much because they didn't have the greatest hitting percentage, and they were racking up a lot of attack errors.
But it stays point with Central Michigan as Linnea Willer looks to get another one across. McMahon digs it out to Cavett. Cavett sets it up for Minshew. Minshew puts it down for the kill. Set point now 24-18 in the first set as Minshew gets her 4th kill to tie her with Basham for the team lead. Now Abigail Stanford serves it across to Anderson. Amaral sets it up for Casson. Casson hits it off of Howard. Cavett to Minshew again. Minshew puts set number 1 away for the Eagles. 25-18, they take it on the strength of Callie Minshew and Samantha Basham hitting for good percentages as they take set number 1. We'll be right back here.
Eastern Michigan takes set 1 here in McGirt Arena, and that was largely in part to Callie Minshew. Callie Minshew has been a huge asset for the Eagles since she transferred there from Mississippi State last season. This season, she recorded over double the amount of kills from last season. She currently leads the team with 552, which includes 5 that she added today, and it's clear that athleticism runs in the family. Her brother is a quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts, and her dad played football at the collegiate level as well.
Yeah, there's Gardner Minshew. Inspired a full fan base full of mustaches down in Jacksonville when he first came out of college, but Washington State legend.
Washington, yeah, you're right. I mean, remember the day they had college game day there, and boy, he threw, I think, for 4 touchdowns plus. Look at him, chilling out on his phone, way up in the nosebleeds, but tonight's about his sister, and they've been playing really well. How about her? 5 kills on 13 tack attempts. Callie Minshew, which transferred from Mississippi State last year, has been terrific for Eastern. She's been a bright spot in what's been a tough season for the Eagles overall, where they haven't won back-to-back games until last week, and now that's back-to-back wins against Kent State and a set win. CMU's really struggled to get back to their system, Matt, that made them so good with 6 straight. That was when Amaral was playing her best, right in system with Schrock and Gebhardt and Linnea Willer killing a lot of balls, but recently they've been out of system and they've been forced to take a lot of attack errors, leading 8-6 over Eastern in that category.
So, yep, Eastern took set number 1, but Central Michigan looking to bounce back into it with the Amaral serve. And it's gonna be Sifke getting the kill. Eastern Michigan carries over their momentum as Ava Sifke just powered that one through the defenders.
Yeah, the freshman out of Cincinnati, Ohio, with a confident look, her 2nd kill of the night.
McMahon serve, now hit down, and that's going to be a kill from Abigail Stanford, who saw that ball floating over the net and took advantage of it.
Yeah, and she went right at the libero, El Gertiza, who's been half and half. Pretty good with the digs overall, but that one she kind of forces an error out to Mike Golick's sideline.
Raymond digs it out, but goes over the net. So free ball, good chance for Basham. Basham hits it into the net, though. So big attacking error, gets the Chippewas a point this time.
Like Christina Casson, among other things. We said what's not going right for CMU, but what is Casson's ability to play both sides of the ball. Has been killing a couple tonight, and that's a great block, getting help with Menendorp.
Ali Gertiza serves this one over. Sifke digs it out. Gavette hits it up for Minshew. Minshew has to tap it over. Maidendorp digs it. Now to Willer. Willer just a bit too far. Back-to-back attacking errors as Eastern Michigan gets the point this time. Howard's going to check back in to serve this one over. Gets it across to Raymond. Good bump to Amaral and down to Maidendorp. Tipped at the net, point for the Chippewas.
And Maidendorf's been getting more and more involved as this game goes on. You see right here another simple setup. Claire Amaral right down the middle lane and tries to force that ball off the hand, and it works from Samantha Basham.
4 kills now for the team lead for Maidendorp as Raymond serves a rocket across, but just a bit too far. Good decision there for McMahon to let that one go as the service error gets the point back for Eastern Michigan. Samantha Basham, 4 kills so far, gets the serve. Raymond digs it. Good bump to Amaral, to Maidendorp again. This time Howard digs it. Basham hits it right at Gertiza. Going to Willer this time in the middle. And Willer's going to get that point off that little dump. A little miscommunication ended up working out for the Chippewas there.
Yeah, it did, because Willer was able to have heads-up play helping out Maidendorp. You see right here, goes for the kill, but the attack right in the middle of the court where there's no Eagles ready to dig this ball out. That's a heads-up play by Willer. I think she meant to do that. That was terrific.
Alina Anderson getting her first serve of the game now, has 9 aces on the season. Hits it off the top of the net for a service error.
And you jinxed her.
Yeah, sometimes that happens.
Well, jokes aside, I mean, you see still the service error is kind of racking up now, 2 to start this set.
Raymond digs it out to Amaral. To Schrock. Schrock gets the kill.
Boy, what a confidence booster that is for Schrock. She needed that one. Had a couple of attack earlers in this game. Again, a good setup right here by Raymond from Claire Amaral and straight to Schrock on the near side. Gets that off a hand.
Schrock's first kill of the match, has 3 errors though. Has been having trouble finding it. To Minshew. Minshew has not had any trouble. She gets the kill. Callie Minshew gets her game-leading 6th kill of the match to make it 6-4 here in the second set.
Boy, I wouldn't doubt we're going to see her in the maybe double-double talk here. He talked about it. The kills, their team leader this year.
Raymond digs it out to Amaral. Amaral dumps it. Good diving dig. Free ball getting sent over, and Amaral just dumping it back over for the kill. Just a little excuse me tap.
Gotta laugh about that. I don't think she expected that play to happen like that at all. And yep, look, just a simple right over the shoulder of Eva Sifke. Doesn't even expect it. Yeah, we'll call it a dump, I guess.
Either way, it's a point for Central Michigans. They're just down by 1. Gebhardt's good serve. And Minshew hits it across the net. Point for the Chippewas, they tie it back up.
Yeah, she's not going to get every single one. You see her teed up there. Good job by CMU to battle back through some of their service ace errors. And that time, yeah, tries to get through the double block and just hits it off the net.
Gebhardt serves it across. McMahon digs it out. The big bump to Minshew. And Gebhardt hits it instead of letting it go, and it went out of bounds. Might have been tipped at the net as well. So that's going to be a point and another kill for Minshew.
Yeah, what a pass this was on the near side. I believe that was dug out initially by Cavett.
And Raymond lets that one go out of bounds. Decides late to let it go. But service error ties it back up. Oh, nope, they decide there was a tip on by Raymond.
Yeah, I'm not sure Mike Golick is questioning that one. He's going to put one here. Remember, he already used 1 challenge tonight. Didn't go his favor.
So the late change makes it 8-6 instead. The initial ruling was
I think it was a line ruling is what that was.
Amaral sets it up to Raymond. Gets blocked at the net. Nobody there for the Chippewas. Heads up play there for Minshew.
Yeah, sort of a miscommunication. She's expecting Alina Anderson to be right there on the net. You see she's all the way at the 10-foot line. That's another error on CMU. Instead. Yeah, and no, confident double block by Eastern. They've done a great job blocking in front of the net tonight, although CMU has closed this gap back just ever slightly. And we're going to get a review from the officials here. Could she have had the double block over the net? Well,
could have made some contact with the net there.
That would be a blocking. That would be an error. That would be a violation.
The official isn't looking at the monitor right now, though. So the bench officials might have just been looking for some clarification on something.
They've been really slowing the pace down in this second set. And you see right there, head coach for CMU trying to get a word. Mike Golick, he's sort of pondering, is this a review? Let's look at the replay here.
Something that we could also look at here.
Strike by
substitution
Raymond.
Error on one of the sides as well.
It looks like a clean block from that vantage point.
I'm not sure if it was on the play, but they say play on.
That's an odd sequence.
So 9-6. Minshew serves it over to Gebhardt. Amaral tries to kill it. Amaral tries again. McMahon digs it up to Minshew and off of Gertiza and into about the 5th row for another kill.
I mean, wow is all you can say. Callie Minshew out of Brandon, Mississippi, the athleticism all the way from the 10-foot line. She crushed that. That was a really confident kill.
Minshew serve to Gebhardt. Amaral tries to dump it across. Minshew digs it. Bumping pass from McMahon to Basham. Blocked by Amaral and Casson to get that point for the Chippewas.
It's another good block by Caston on the far side. This time it's dug out by McMahon. They're trying to get this one skirted to Basham, but she can't get through both Amaral and Caston that time.
Good rotation on the double block as now Amaral serves it across. Cavett bumps it up. Blocked at the net. Now Civic gets that point that time. Sifke makes it 11-7. Gets blocked at the net, but out of bounds. So Raymond digs this one up to Amaral. To Casson, who dumps it over, and that's going to be another assist for Amaral off that beautiful dump. That is assist number 9 of the match and number 1,000 on the season.
Yeah,
great season for Amaral. Carries over into this one. She looks to improve and get even higher up in the record books, and that's going to be an ace.
Yeah, and quickly on Amaral, the former first-team All-MAC as a freshman last year. So great for her. She's such a great distributor. She really has a nice finish with the dumps, but she's been reliable as they come from Mike Golick and company, and she's going to be a bright spot in this program for years to come.
Basham sends that one too far. Now it's 11-10. Gertiza with a good decision to let that one go.
And mostly it's been Eastern Michigan in control, but you see CMU's able to get back in system and claw their way back slowly and surely every time in this set. Good job with the tenacity.
Sifke hits it across off of Amaral and down for the Sifke kill.
Sifke is targeting this far side for Amaral. She's ready for it, but just not strong enough with the hand touches. That's a great job getting through 2 CMU players right there. The tip might have hurt her a little bit as well. Amaral.
Anna Howard sends it across. Raymond bumps it up to Amaral. Now to Maidendorp. Off of Minshew. Cavett tries to dump it over. Amaral sends it back over. Now to Cavett. Blocked by Maidendorp, and now to Willer. Willer's gonna get the kill. Linnea Willer steps up again for the Chippewas, her 4th kill of the match.
Well, they bunched this left side trying to get this ball up, and you see that Willer is ready. Solo block, they're too late coming with the second person there, and it's a great job of getting that off the fingertips of Basham. Get them back within 1 again.
Raymond serve just over the net. Howard digs it out. Cavett sets it up for Basham. Off of Schrock and down as Samantha Basham gets another one.
How many times have we seen Eastern target the middle of the court? Once again, another just confident kill by Basham, who goes right to the opening lane, right in the center of that 10-foot line.
Basham serves it to Raymond. Amaral sets it up for Maidendorp. Gets blocked at the net and out of bounds, though, for Chippewa's point.
Every time Maidendorp, you'd love to see her get some more looks on the kills because she's been really good in that category. Again, another confident one is they just set it right up to her in the middle, and she gets Eastern Michigan to force a blocking out.
5 for 9 right now in the kills department. .556 hitting percentage. As Anderson's serve goes across to Minshew now, blocked at the net. Gertiza comes up to dig it. Up by Emerald to Willer. Dug out by Cavett. Howard sets this one up for Minshew. Blocked at the net again by Willer. That one sent over with the left hand of Stanford. Still going for the Chippewas. As Schrock sends over the free ball. Cavett sets it up for Minshew. Minshew taps it over. Gertiza comes up to get it. Now to Schrock. Schrock's gonna get the kill. Lauren Schrock, 2nd kill of the set.
And what a wild set that was. You saw a lot of second, third touches on the CMU side, and this one they finally get a clean look at the kill. And Schrock, we talked about, had some errors earlier in this set and has started to give herself more confidence. And I've used that word a lot because that's the only way you can describe the CMU team that's really growing away from a lot of the attack errors they were causing.
And Stanford hits that one down, finds the clean spot for the kill. Heads up play there from Abigail Stanford just to set that one down with 2 hands right in the perfect spot.
And the heads up awareness. This Eastern Michigan team has been so much better than what we've seen all season long. I mean, I truly think they're playing right now their best volleyball.
Amaral's gonna hit that one off of Cavett for the kill. As Lauren Schrock, 3 kills now in this set. picking up where she left off last time against Eastern, as she set her season high with 19 kills earlier this season against Eastern Michigan. And Schrock going for another one, but made contact with the net.
Yeah, trying to follow that up with another 19-kill performance. She also had one against Kent State earlier this year, and we're going to get a timeout here from Central Michigan's side.
So 15-14 as we head into the break here in Mount Pleasant. It's been a good one. Don't go anywhere.
I like to say the Chippewa she is a Chippewa to watch. She came into this weekend with 991 assists on the season, added 12 today to surpass 1,000 on the season. It's clear that she loves helping people, and that's evident in her postgraduate goals, which is far away, but she wants to become a doctor when she grows up.
Right on cue, Amaral sets one up for Schrock. Looking for another assist, just 24 assists away from 2,000 now in her career. As Raymond dives for it and going over the scoreboard that time was Casson, but unable to get to it.
Yeah, no chance. And you know what I just noticed in this second set? The hitting percentage is way up for CMU right now. 389 they're hitting to Eastern Michigan's 217. Matt, if CMU's going to get themselves their first set win in 7, they need good stuff like that on the far side. And look, another kill by Christina Casson.
Christina Casson, big-time hitter for the Chippewas. Powers one down with the left hand. Makes it 16-15 now as the Chippewas aren't going away easily in this set. Saw Eastern Michigan run away with the first one a little bit in the middle part of the set, but this time Central not letting it happen. Anderson digs it up to Amaral, to Casson. Cavett bumps it up to Minshew. Contact with the net on the Central Michigan side makes it 17-15 now.
Those little errors kind of add up to you a little bit. Let's see this one. It will come from the far side and a way back hit. That time by Callie Minshew.
Anderson digs it up to Amaral. To Raymond. Bounce around a couple times. The free ball does get sent over. Now Anderson sets it up for Amaral. To Casson again. Dug out by Minshew. Now to Basham, who tips it over and finds the hole for the kill. The jump in the perfect spot.
You try as hard as you can, Matt, to take advantage of a free ball. This time it gets over the net. And this one, boy, just a sort of a great touch by Basham to float it. That time. They've done that a couple times tonight where teams expected them to go for the kill, as you see a service error here. And they've thrown a changeup. And, you know, for Central side, they've done a good job adjusting, but they've never been able to get the lead in this set. They've always been able to tie it. Now you're down by 2. You got to stay in system here. If they can do that, I think it sways in their favor.
Amaral gets a good serve. Cavett bumps it up to Basham. Amaral digs it out. Now bumping pass from Gertiza to Raymond. Raymond gets the kill. First kill of the season for Natalia Raymond. Her first time playing the front line since coming back from injury. Gets way up and pounds it down for number 1.
Yeah, that's one CMU has not expected all year, but like you said, a good job going on that far side strike, getting through 2 blockers.
Sifke gets blocked by Raymond. Bumped up by Gertiza to Amaral to Maidendorp, and Maidendorp gets the kill. Ellie Maidendorp, team leading number 6. Kill ties it up.
Goes right after Hannah Cavett here on the sort of near side far of the line. And I mean, Maidendorf, how clutch has she been in situations like this where, you said it earlier, a vocal leader on this team.
And this time it's Samantha Basham powering it through Claire Amaral to get the kill and regain the lead for Eastern Michigan. Just pure power on this one from Basham.
Yeah, again, and a great setup. I mean, this Eastern team, when they're in system, boy, they can play with anybody.
To Casson. Casson's asking for it to be tipped, and they say it was tipped at the net. So another kill for Christina Casson puts the Chippewas back at 19 to tie it up.
And they'll get Linnea Willer back in this game, who's got 4 kills on the night.
Ali Gertiza trying to get the Chippewas the lead. McMahon digs it out to Cavett. To Minshew in the middle. Gebhardt digs it out to Willer. Willer's gonna get the point for the Chippewas right on cue. You saw her come in and gets her 5th kill of the match.
Well, she's such a potent hitter. You know, it's not just about the fastball. She is able to pick a spot really meticulously and force other teams to get themselves blocking errors. And look out, Eastern has to force a free ball.
Barely get it over. Dug out by Maidendorp. Now to Willer again. Willer tries to tap it over, tipped at the net. And a point for Natalia Raymond. Bump over her head, just found the perfect spot somehow.
I mean, both teams are on a broken play here. Look, great job by Willer. Heads up play to force this back to Raymond, who finds it. I mean, none of the Eastern Michigan Eagles were ready for the middle of the court.
Cavett to Basham, and Basham's going to hit it off of Maidendorp and out of bounds for the kill. Now 21-20, but Central Michigan has the lead, just 4 points away from taking this one, but Hannah Howard, a good server for Eastern Michigan, getting the opportunity here. Serves it to Raymond. Now back to Raymond from Amaral. Finds the hole, and that's what Natalia Raymond can do for you. Very powerful with that right arm, but the finesse play right there, just looked up, dumped it over. Perfect spot for that one.
Well, no pun intended. She's got the hot hand right now, and you see this, another try where Eastern's ready for it, but she floats it over the fingertips. And I mean, how good is this? 3 kills coming into this match.
And almost getting the ace there, but the free ball gets sent over from Howard. Amaral sets it up for Schrock. Schrock's gonna get the kill. Chippewas looking to put this one away. They're at 23 now, just 2 points away from doing it. And that's gonna force an Eastern Michigan timeout, as the Chippewas are on a roll right now.
Yeah, Kevin Foreman, his system is starting to break down. This Eastern team has been consistent as they come all night, especially digging balls out. But the problem is they really haven't had the hitting percentage. You see it there, 211. They're still ahead through 2 sets. But, you know, I talked about it earlier, the ability to kind of fight back by CMU in this second set. They're hitting 389 compared to Eastern's 217. And you know what really sticks out as well, sort of the attack errors. 4 for Eastern Michigan in this set to CMU's 2.
As we see, this is the 99th meeting in series history. Ben, CMU has of late winning 6 straight, and Eastern Michigan hasn't come in to Mount Pleasant in 1 since 2020. So Eastern Michigan off to a good start, but Central Michigan able to cool them off in set number 2 so far.
And you know, Matt, before this last series matchup on September 26th, where it went to 5 sets, Central swept them in 3 straight games, 3-0 sets. And you talked about the 6-game winning streak coming in. Now, this Eastern team has been kind of in a rebuilding mode. We talked about Kevin Foreman coming in for first year from the Division II Ashland. So, look, it's always going to be good between these in-state rivals. And, you know, Eastern, credit to them, sticking up to the test, riding their winning streak they've been able to gather for 2 from Kent State last week.
Yeah, we see that in that 6-game win streak for Central Michigan against Eastern, they win the set count 18-5. So it's been really all Central Michigan. But right now, Eastern Michigan looking really good, as Cavet's going to dump that one to get the point.
We haven't seen Cavet try that move yet tonight. You're going to see them set this up right in the middle. And yeah, perfectly placed ball. Finds that soft spot. That's a really underrated play by the junior.
Samantha Basham sends it and will get the ace off of Gertiza. Just 1 point down now, as Basham, just a really well-placed serve. And not much Gertiza could have done on that one. Basham looking to do it again, bashes it across. Looking for Gertiza, but this time Gertiza digs it up to Amaral. Looking for Willer, gets blocked at the net, diving dig from Gertiza, back to Amaral. Near side to Schrock, Schrock's gonna dump it over, Minshew digs it up, back to Minshew. Hits it to the far side, big dig there from Gertiza. To Schrock again, Schrock's gonna power it through, and Gertiza dives for it, but hits it under the net. Ties things back up now for Eastern Michigan, and that's gonna force a Coach Golick timeout this time. As 2 straight points coming out of the timeout for Eastern Michigan. Really good timeout for them. Central Michigan's gonna look to do the same to put it away if they can score 2 straight points.
And credit to Ellie Gertiza, who is their libero, number 10. You see her in the huddle flying around. I mean, they've done a good job of staying consistent with the system and getting out of these digs. But, you know, tonight it's just been a case of back and forth, and you see it tied up at 23. Look at some of these stats. Claire Amaral, the last time, had that triple-double. So good. Lauren Schrock, we talked about the career high, 19 kills. But Minshew, 25. She has been the bright spot in what's been a struggling year for this Eastern squad, where they haven't seen a lot of firepower. But, you know, they traded and went to 5 sets. CMU narrowly won that game 18-16 on September 26th.
As we look to see what Eastern has done to get back into this one, we see Basham get the ace. We see Cavet hit the net the first time. And we see the block from Cavett. So it's been Cavett, it's been Basham getting it back for Eastern as it's tied at 23.
And now Free State points. You want to start this with a clean dig. If it comes to Gertiza, you got to clear this out. Get it to Amaral. You have Medendorp, Willer, and Schrock as your killers.
And Basham a good serve, but a good dig from Gertiza. Now Schrock hitting it over. Sliding dig from Howard to Minshew. Tipped at the net, so Raymond digs it out. Amaral to Willer, blocked down for the point. Abigail Stanford got that one.
And Raymond elected to save this ball initially on the dig. And you saw them try to go back to Willer, and a great job on the double block. I would argue this is the biggest moment of the game right now. Eastern battling back from a 3-point deficit.
The Basham serve, dug out by Raymond. Amaral comes back up to bump it to Schrock. Schrock dumps it over. Cavett sets it up to Minshew. Dug out by Raymond. Set up by Amaral to Schrock. Schrock keeps it going. We're going to get extra points here in set number 2. Free volleyball coming up.
Confidence there to
kill
stick to
from
your
Schrock
system.
that time.
And you look at this, right through 2. I mean, Eastern really wasn't ready for that. Abigail Stanford was coming in from the middle of the court, and it got through both of her. And, I mean, that's a great job to stay calm and stay in system there and get it to one of your best killers.
Anderson sends the serve over. McMahon decides to hit it. Minshew's gonna get the kill once again, so now they go up by 1. Just the power from Minshew gets her 10th kill of the match, leading the way so far.
Really unfortunate dig. That one kind of spit it out to the press stand.
Stanford serve goes off the top of the net and now sent over by Amaral. Good dig from Raymond there. Minshew looks to put it away and does. Callie Minshew on fire in this one. It's Minshew mania here in Mount Pleasant.
Schools that reached out to me, and we talked for a very long time. Met with Mike, and he was so genuine from day one, and he was open and he was honest, and he was like, we want you to be here, we want you to be part of this family. CMU is also only a little under 2 hours from my house, so being close to home was a special part for me, so that my family can come and visit.
Family was a large part of Maidendorp's decision to attend CMU, as they have been her biggest supporters from day one.
I have 2 lovely parents. They have always supported me from day one. My dad was excited when I first started playing volleyball because he's more of your traditional basketball dad. So when I started playing volleyball, he did everything that he could to learn volleyball. And my mom's always supported me no matter what.
At CMU, Maidendorp also received support from upperclassmen that pushed her and helped her grow her confidence. In her final year, she has assumed that same role and taken underclassmen under her wing.
Someone who really helped me was Savannah Thompson. She really stepped in as someone who saw me as someone who was pretty nervous and a little anxious about just being here, and she really took me under her wing. I've kind of taken Ella under my wing. She is a younger middle, and I try to give her as much confidence as she needs to keep going, and I think she's been improving significantly in volleyball skills and confidence.
During her time as a Chippewa, she has grown into a leader on and off the court. Maidendorp credits head coach Mike Golick for helping her grow to where she is now.
He's not only my coach, but I think someone who I could say is my friend. We've really grown together. He's someone who you can go and sit down in his office and have a very real conversation, and he'll be honest with you. And I think the honesty that comes from Mike is very important. He's someone who views his athletes not only as like volleyball players, but also people. Having a coach like that lets us reach our potential because we're both physically and mentally able to show up to practice every day.
Although she may be leaving Mount Pleasant, Maidendorp still hopes to leave a lasting legacy on the team.
I want to leave the legacy behind that I worked hard, that I showed up every single day to not only fight for my position, I've worked hard to be in the position that I am today, and that no matter what, if you just show up and you stay in tune to what is like going on and working hard, that you can get to any place that you want to be.
Christiana Rosa, CMU Athletics.
Welcome back. It's been Eastern Michigan through 2 sets, taking set number 2, 26-24. Coming back late in that set to take it. It's been that hitting percentage, 234 to 169. And Central Michigan unable to get any good reception sometimes. That 4 aces to 2.
And the margin for error was it was a slim margin for error. You know, the one difference I look at is 3 blocks for Eastern down the stretch to CMU's 1 in set number 2. And boy, Callie Minshew, 11 attacks on the night. of Eastern's multiple. I mean, terrific. We knew she was good coming in. She had 25 against CMU in their matchup on September 26th. And let's remember that CMU was down 2-1 in that set, that game, Matt. So they're down 2-0 in this one. They haven't won a set now in 8 straight. I mean, if you're Eastern, we saw in the break that their bench was lively. They were jumping around. CMU a little more controlled. But you see just a great feature on Ellie Maidendorp there on the screen. The one person getting their team back, a little bit cheery, right? A little bit loose, and that's what they need to be in this final game where, let's face it, now the team's going to the MAC tournament. You got to play for pride. You got to have fun with this one.
Yeah, Ellie Maidendorp, you bring her up, hitting 600% right now with that hitting percentage. 6 for 10, 6.5 points, with assisting on a block as well. Looks to get things back for the Chippewas, but it's going to be Minshew serving it right away. Amaral sets it up to Raymond. Raymond gets blocked, and it's down. Kendall Bonney putting her stake in this one, gets the big block.
We haven't heard the sophomore out of Ohio, Pioneer Ohio's name a lot, but once again, good support there with Ava Sifke on the double block and able to get the first point.
Amaral sets it up to Maidendorp. Free ball gets sent over from Gebhardt. McMahon sets it up to Cavett, back to Minshew. Gertiza digs it out. Amaral to Brooklyn Connor, who just checked in. As Minshew puts it down for the kill, finds it in the perfect spot past the diving Maddie Gebhardt.
12th kill of this match, and what a job by Ellie Gertiz on CMU side to dig this out. But again, this time she goes cross court and goes opposite side of where Gertiza is there. Like Callie Minshew, she is fielding it right now.
Maidendorp bumps it across. The big hit gets saved by Gertiza. Looking for Raymond, gets blocked at the net. Looking for Raymond again, this time it gets over. Cavett sets it up to Basham. Basham's gonna get the point. And how about the game, Samantha? Basham is having her 9th kill now, has 2 aces as well. Second on the team with 11 total points.
She's been doing a really good job of spotting this ball past double blockers in front, but mainly because she's going away from the middle and she's really attacking her the left or the right side of those 2 players.
Amaral sends it to Brooklyn Connor, who puts it down for the kill.
And the last thing you need right now, where it's a last set, you're down 2-0, is to let Eastern crawl you to a lead where you cause errors. And they haven't done that a lot in this early part of the set. Still very early. Gertiza, one of their best.
Gertiza gets it to McMahon. Cavett sets it up. The long hit from Minshew. Amaral sets it up to Casson, who dumps it over. Big diving dig from McMahon. Now Minshew sends it across and out. Point Central Michigan makes it 3-2 now. As we saw Brooklyn Connor check in for a second there. She checked out already, but 2 kills on 3 attempts Saturday against Ohio. On one of her first couple attempts here, gets the kill. The sophomore transfer from Clemson trying to get into this game. And that's going to be a big kill from Sifke. Ava Sifke having a good game as well.
And she's done a really good job going cross court. She's not a player that likes to attack down the line a lot. She likes to go right across the way and avoid those 2 players in front.
Amaral sets it up. And now saved by Casson. Dumped over. Stanford has to send it over. Gertiza bumps it up for Raymond. Cavett now to Basham. Basham hits it off of Raymond, which goes back over the net. Bumping pass back to Minshew. Minshew's gonna get another kill, this time off of Amaral.
Great rally by both of these teams, but you're right. You can't leave that much space for Minshew to get it to one of your hitters. And yeah, that one goes off the top of the net, but you're right. Unfortunate bounce there for Amaral, who tries to dig this with one hand and just doesn't have enough on it.
Amaral puts it up to Raymond, and Raymond's gonna get another point for the Chippewas. Gets the kill.
That's her 4th. Didn't you say coming into this match she had what? 0 kills?
She hasn't been able to play the front line all season.
Wow. I mean, like we said, ride the hot hand when you got it.
The kills. Looking for an ace now. Had one earlier. Basham digs it up. Now to Minshew at the 10-foot line. Off of Amaral. Gertiza's going to have to bump it up to Casson. Casson tries to send it across, but Cavett gets it. Now to Basham. Basham sends it across. Just a bit too far, though. Goes out of bounds. Past Devin Bright, who's also just checked in, the senior.
Yeah, good to see Devin Bright in this game. We haven't seen her pretty much at all from that Ohio series. And one of the 4 seniors in her final game is the CMU Chippewa. Good awareness there to avoid the ball. Let it go out.
Stanford dumps it across. Gertie's is bumping past to Bright. Bright has to dump it, gets tipped at the line. McMahon bumps it up to Minshew. Minshew gets another one. Picking them up and putting them down right now is Callie Minshew, taking advantage of almost every opportunity she gets, it seems like.
Well, she's been doing a good job of attacking the back line, specifically going right at hitters to force them to have dig errors. And, you know, an attacker we mentioned, 13 on the night, I believe. I mean, she's going to probably get to double digits if this game keeps going longer.
And this time it's going to be Casson getting the kill. Hits it off of McMahon and out of bounds. Christina Casson having quietly a good game as well. Gets her 6th kill, hitting .333 with 15 attempts so far.
Yeah, every time she's been able to tee it up from the outside hitter position, she's been terrific. And I just mentioned 20 points nearing for Minshew. Well, don't look now. Casson might get double digits.
Amaral looking for Casson. Casson has to dump it over. Diving dig from Howard. Coming up is Basham to hit it. Gets blocked by Casson at the net. Amaral meets Stanford at the net. And Stanford has to bump it back to Howard. To Basham now. Bright bumps it up. Amaral sets it back to Casson. Casson's going to get the kill. Christina Casson strings together a couple kills in a row as it's tied at 6 in set number 3.
And again, that's back-to-back points. You have to keep going back to her, you'd think.
And the service error from Alina Anderson gets the point back and the lead back for Eastern Michigan.
You know, these two teams have been so closely matched. I mean, every set, besides the first one where Eastern had an 8-point lead, has really gone back and forth.
Amaral sets it up for Casson, dumps it over and gets the point. Beautiful spot for that one, looking for the power. But anyways, she just dumps it over instead. Big point for the Chippewas. Makes it 7-7 as Emma Duquette and Brooklyn Connor are going to check in now for the Chippewas. They get some different players in here in the final game of the season. Emma Duquette served with some front spin on it. Over to Minshew. Minshew puts it in for the kill.
And once again, cross court, she's so versatile with her striking position. Such good power on this one. Wow, I mean, off the fingertips of the subbed-in player right there you saw in Brooklyn Connor. And we haven't seen a lot of timeout, a lot of stoppage. Here's Kevin Foman talking with one of his subbed-in players.
Brooklyn Connor looking for the kill. Gets dug out. Now to Minshew again. And this time Minshew gets blocked by Brooklyn Connor.
And there you go, way to redeem yourself after you give up that last one. Again, they teed up once again to their top hitter, and this one does not get through the double players in front. And good support by Amaral as well. You're not, you know, it may be you with the block, but you need just as much good support from your teammates coming from the middle.
Gebhardt's serve, dug out by Howard. Dumped over. Now Amaral comes up to get it, hits it to Raymond. Howard digs it out. Srinivasan bumps it up to Minshew. Minshew's going to put that one down. Can't block her twice in a row. Gets the lead back for Eastern Michigan, 9-8. Kill number 16 of the match.
And once again, we see the very similar to set 2 where, you know, Eastern has taken a slight advantage in every single attack.
Amaral to Raymond. McMahon bumps it up. Cavett gets blocked at the net by Amaral. Amaral goes up and sends it to Connor. It's going to be tipped. And point for Central Michigan. Tipped off of Minshew that time.
Yeah, and again, like we said, hot hands. Like Brooklyn Connor, she's done a great job stepping into this game and having an impact right away. She's touched the ball 3 of the last 4 sets.
Claire Amaral gets the whistle. Now she's ready to send it over. Sends it across. McMahon digs it out to Cavett. Gertiza digs it out. Amaral to Raymond. Raymond dumps it over and gets another point. Natalia Raymond kill number 5 on 14 attempts.
Yeah, and Kendall Bonney tries to get in front of this ball on what was a solo attempt, and her teammate there tips it, Hannah Cavett. A nice soft touch.
McMahon digs it. Bumped up to Sifke. Amaral gets the dig. Raymond from the 10-foot line, off the top of the net. Srinivasan digs it out. Minshew looked for the corner there, but now to Connor, off the net and out. Point, Chippewas. They say that one went off of Minshew on the side there.
So there you go. You start building yourself a slight advantage now. Amaral, once again, a good setup. And Eastern, they struggled with the blocks more as of late in this set. They were really shutting CMU down 3-1 in that second set. But now, oh my goodness, look at that.
Minshew powered that one through as well. Another kill. Another one.
She is pretty much unstoppable at this point. I mean, you pretty much have to put a third person in the middle of the court because she's going to attack you down the line. She's going to attack you in the middle. She's going to pull a floater. I mean, she can do a lot of things. Look out. What a save.
Saved by Amaral that time, coming over us to get it. And now to Basham, and Basham hits it out.
Wow.
What about Claire Amaral's hustle there? Almost taking out our camera person, Sydney.
Yeah, let's see. Did our crew get a shot of this?
Save and getting the point.
Oh, great shot by our friends here. Great job by this camera crew getting this one. You see Amaral, the one-handed dig. That's all her. I mean, that is why she's one of the best centers in the MAC.
Gertiza serve to McMahon. Now the far side to Sifke will get the point. Ava Sifke gets another kill. Number 6 on the match. Gets a point back for Eastern Michigan. They're just down 1. Saw them come back in the second set. Maidendorp digs that serve. Now to Raymond. Bumped up by Minshew. And now to Basham. Basham looks for the hole, but Amaral gets to it first. Casson. Dug out by Minshew. Back to Minshew. Gebhardt digs that one out. Amaral sets it up for Maidendorp. Maidendorp saves it for the second. Now Raymond sends it back over. Basham. Got a whistle, and we got contact in the net on the Chippewas side before they could dig that one out.
Yeah,
so
I
a point for Eastern Michigan.
That was because of Casson coming on the near side to block this. Let's see. Yeah, way over. That's unfortunate. That was a great rally going. How about Maddie Gebhardt? Really underrated point here, Matt. Had a great dig on Minshew in the middle of the court.
And Casson hits that one too far and out of bounds. Now Eastern Michigan has the lead. 13-12 here in the third set. Central Michigan can't let this one get too far out of hand because Eastern Michigan is on a run right now. McMahon serve to Raymond. Set up back to Raymond, but dug out by Minshew. And this time it's going to be a violation on the Eastern Michigan side. So Central Michigan will get a key point right there to tie it back up.
Yeah, this time the Farge judge realizing that there was a net violation. You're going to see on the replay here just a tad bit far over there by number 14, Ava Sifke.
Actually, the 2-touch violation there.
Yeah.
As Natalie Raymond will get an ace right here. Gets the lead back. Big time point from the sophomore from Czechov, Poland to get that ace.
We haven't seen too many of those, Matt, this game. But, as close as this game is, every single error matters. Every single ace right there.
And can we have 2 in a row?
Wow.
Minshew sends it across, gets the free ball over. Amaral sets it up for Casson. Casson's going to get the point. And I made the one-hand catch on it.
Nice job on that one.
Central Michigan on a roll right now.
You've had 2 catches, but look, McMahon is the reason this play was even still alive here. But you see Casson, who's done such a good job attacking.
Down Miami, Ohio. And right now Toledo over Ball State. Kind of surprising that Toledo needed this one to keep that ranking ahead of Bowling Green. They go to 11-7 on the season if they can pull that one out. And Buffalo and Akron tied up, but Buffalo looks to take 2-set lead right now.
Yeah, what a job by Bowling Green last week to get the sweep over Buffalo and get themselves in the MAC tournament. Fortunately, CMU getting swept by Ohio kicked them out, but the point is, those 2 teams, Toledo and Bowling Green, are fighting for the 5th and 6th spot, and I don't think anybody wants to play Western Michigan right now.
And Allie Maidendorp gets the block right there. Another point for the Chippewas as they get their 3-point lead now.
Oh, well, that was a good job by Devin Bright there to get that one on the far side. Boy, you saw the support from Maidendorp right there, helped her out.
Minshew looking for the kill, but a great dig from Gertiza that time. Going to Bright, bumps it over. McMahon sets it up, back to Minshew. Blocked at the net again by Maidendorp. Maidendorp Gets the good hit over, but the big dig from Minshew. Now Basham and the block from Casson and Maidendorp. As the Chippewas look to run away with this one. Now up 4, stringing a lot of points together out of the timeout.
Well, you get some really 2 confident blocks, and this one, I mean, this is what you practice, what you preach. Casson cutting off the angle on the antenna, and then all Maidendorp has to do is get her hands up.
And another ace from Natalia Raymond. You want to keep her behind that service line right now because she is causing some issues. Second ace just on this run, and even when they do get it in play, it's not good bumps. They're not getting good receptions off of those.
Yeah, and Kevin Foreman, their head coach, wants a timeout in here. And you know what's really interesting about both these squads is, you know, a couple couples, right? Kevin Foreman is the head coach. His wife, Remy Foreman, is the director of operations for the Eagles. And, you know, on CMU side, they have Mike Golick and Katie Golick, who, remember, Katie Golick is the all-time kills leader over at Michigan, the University of Michigan. So, you know, both these teams are really in similar points in their season as far as not being into the tournament. Look at this block again. I mean, what good credit there by Devin Bright to get over on that far side. And you know what CMU's done a much better job of in this blocking is it looked like Eastern had a good job of a lot of solo blocks, forcing a lot of errors and net violations. But the Chippewas, slowly but surely, where every point has mattered in this game because it's been so close, they've done a really good job supporting. And, you know, credit to other players like Maddie Gebhardt and Ali Urtiza, who've been keeping plays alive on the digs. I mean, these two teams have been digging the ball really well tonight. And you see right now, CMU gets themselves out to their biggest lead of this entire match, 18-13. You know, it was Eastern up by 8 in that first set. And we were saying to ourselves, I mean, this Eastern team looked like they could play with anybody when they're in system. But more recently, you see right here, one of their best, getting a couple service aces.
Yeah, Natalia Raymond, you said it, 2 aces just on this run, but 3 so far in the match. It was really the aces in the first meeting between these two teams that took over for Central Michigan as well, with 9 in that match. As this time, Basham's gonna get the kill. Things were getting away from Eastern Michigan, but they go to Samantha Basham out of the timeout, and a big point for them.
Yeah, and why not? And that's actually Basham's now 10th of the match, getting in double-digit figures along with Kaylee Minshew.
Hannah Howard's serve dug out by Raymond, and now Maidendorp gets the kill off the nice pass from Amaral. Perfectly placed that one. Maidendorp found the hole in the back. It's a tough play for Howard to make. It goes off of Howard and out.
Yeah, why not? You know, I said Eastern's been so good at the digs tonight. Well, there you go. You get one where the momentum's such a big thing in this game. Starting to sway in the Chippewas' favor.
And Basham goes past the back line that time. Attacking error. Good decision from Natalia Raymond to let that one go. So now Chippewas just 5 points away from taking set number 3 as Lena Anderson in to serve it again. Hard serve gets over. McMahon digs it out. Over to Basham. Basham tips it. And trying to get the pancake was Anderson, but goes off of her and out of bounds. So now a 5-point deficit for Eastern Michigan as Basham goes back to serve it now. Samantha Basham looking to string together a couple points. Raymond digs it. Amaral sets it up to Casson. Casson dumps it over. Cavett to Minshew. Raymond bumps it up. Now Amaral goes for it. Amaral's gonna get it. Claire Amaral getting another point for the Chippewas.
We haven't seen her attack in a while, but we know she's done it a couple times in this match. Great separation, able to get that ball in from Raymond, and she targets the middle of the court, able to find that soft spot and get it off a hand. And now if you're CMU, we mentioned coming in, has lost 8 straight sets, including being down 2-0 in this game. You get yourself in a position where, like they were on September 26th against these Eagles, 2-1. 2-1 was the set count, and they were able to claw back and get it to extra sets and win that game 18-16 in the final 5th one.
Emma Duquette now serving it for the Chippewas. Good hard floating serve gets over. And now the kill. Abigail Stanford going way up to knock that one straight down for the kill.
You know, Stanford, a name we really haven't said a lot on the kills. Gets through Devin Bright and Maidendorp, and herself, good job targeting the middle of the court.
We did see Eastern Michigan make that comeback in the second set to take it. Now Stanford gets it to Anderson. Amaral sets it up, and blocked at the net is Connor. Amaral sets it up for Bright this time. And Minshew gets blocked at the net by Connor. Srinivasan digs it though. And now Minshew hits it off Gertiza way back. The long bump from Raymond into the net from Bright. 2 straight points now for Eastern Michigan, puts them back down by 4. You see the Chippewas make a couple late subs.
Yeah, well, this is a look
line
we haven't really seen a lot this season. You know, the likes of Alina Anderson, Brooke Connor, all out on the court at the same time.
And Raymond takes it out to Bright. Srinivasan bumps it up to Howard. Now to Minshew. Minshew hits it out. Point for the Chippewas. Big attacking error that time from Callie Minshew.
All of a sudden now, we said Minshew's name probably 6 kills in a row at one point in that second set, Matt. And recently they've been able to cool her off, right? She hasn't been on the court as much. And when she has been, she's going for the home run right there. And it's too far out now. 5-point gap it's back at.
Maddie Gebhardt's serve. Dug up by Howard. And hit over by Minshew. Hammerall sets it back for Brooklyn Connor. Brooklyn Connor puts it down for the kill. 2 points away from taking set number 3. You see Brooklyn Connor get kill number 4.
What a fun celebration that was as Ali Korma was giving the, what do you call it, the heart CPR to Lauren Schrock there.
Going to Minshew. Minshew's going to get the kill. Can't keep her quiet for too long. Gets kill number 19 now.
Yeah, we said it. She was basically guaranteed to get almost 20 in this game, nearly there. Gets perfectly through the double blocks, and Ali Gertiza, the libero, can't handle it.
Now it's Ellie McCaughlin, sophomore setter, in to serve it. And McCaughlin gets the ace to put Eastern back down by 4. Perfectly placed serve off of Gertiza that time.
Yeah, it's going to happen sometimes, but Gertiza's one of the best. You can shake that off quickly.
McCaughlin's next serve. Put down, but into the net by Amaral this time. 23-19. And that's going to force a Central Michigan timeout, as they don't want to let Eastern Michigan get too close into this one. Actually, 20-23. Scoreboard updated on my computer finally.
Well, you know what it was, Matt, is 3 straight errors on CMU side. You know, first you see it on the dig attempt, then Gertiza can't get it, and it's the service ace. And then that most recent time, it's Raymond hitting it to the net. This Central team has done a good job of the blocks in front, right? And they've gotten their hitting percentage up. You see now it's basically dead even. It was all Eastern earlier in this match, but look at the digs. I mean, both these teams into the 50s, Eastern almost into the 60s, and that's not something we've been able to say about these Eagles all season. So they've really matched the test of what I thought was going to be CMU's intensity. It's all been Callie Minshew with 19 kills on that other side, but you know, limiting those attack errors is such a big thing for them, especially in this game where they've been out of system at times, and a lot of the attacks have come from the right side of the net. You see right here, they've been versatile. I mean, that right there is bashing with a highlight reel on the tip. They've been able to hit them strong, hit them soft. It's really been a variety of things in this game. We've seen it all tonight.
We have, and it's really been all Eastern in the first 2 sets, but Central Michigan getting some points, but Eastern Michigan making another comeback. We saw that in the second set as well. And Ellie McCaughlin looking to tie it back up here, just 3 points away from doing so, as we're going to see another sub on the Eastern Michigan side.
As out goes Kendall Bonney, who was on the court for a large part of this third set. Did a good job in front blocking.
Yeah, it's going to be Michaela Koger, the middle blocker for the Eagles. McCaughlin serve gets blocked down by Koger. Now to Raymond. McCaughlin sets it up. McMahon bumps it up to Minshew, and Minshew's going to hit it off of Gertiza. Makes it 23-21 now. So Eastern's not going away easily. Central Michigan needs a point here to get it to set point.
Yeah, that's 3 straight now for Eastern.
McCaughlin gets it off the top of the net. Amaral sets it up and blocked by Minshew. Amaral sets it up, and that's going out of bounds. 23-22 now, as Eastern's just 1 point away from tying it back up, and it seems very reminiscent of the second set. But it's going to be another timeout for Central Michigan, as things are starting to get out of hand, but they're still up by 1, Devin. They need a point just to get to set point, get some momentum on their side.
Well, you said it there, and what does that momentum really mean? It means getting them back in system. You know, Mike Golick, this system he implemented about 8 weeks ago really was a turning tide for them. You know, they had an injury to Christina Casson for a large part of the year. Linnea Willer stepped in at that outside hitter position. It was great. And, I mean, Willer played so well. When Casson came back, he said, hey, we have to keep both of them in this lineup because we can go through our only setter in Claire Amaral and do a really good job of setting things up. And you see here, they're going to break these huddles. You have to get yourself back in system. Now, look at this stat. Eastern Michigan this year, we talked about Callie Minshew with the over 400 kills in the year, but it's been a supported group with their setters, McLaughlin, who we haven't talked about a lot, and Stanford has been a good job blocking in front.
Yeah, these, of course, stats coming into today's game as we see, Minshew go past 400 kills, well past it now. And Stanford having a good game defending at the net as well. Not giving the Chippewas any easy opportunities as Raymond goes up and puts it down for the kill. Big point for the Chippewas, makes it set point now, 24-22.
And why not? You see it all this game. Natalia Raymond have an impact like she hasn't had all year, been killing balls. Now this is a really important set point. If you get this one 2-1, changes the entire dynamic of this. And you have to, right, to keep it going.
Claire Amaral now looking to put it away. Already has a double-double today, but looks to keep things going. 32 assists and 17 digs. Serves it across, gets bumped over. Raymond sets it up. Amaral now sets it up back to Raymond. Gets blocked at the net. Amaral goes down to dig it. Bumping pass back to Raymond, but gets hit at the net and down. So I think Raymond just kind of mistimed that one and was unable to get to it.
And they get Kendall Bonney back out there, and they're going to get Samantha Basham, who's been one of their best outside hitters. Yeah, a little bit of almost a tip there by Raymond, who's trying to look to float this up, but just doesn't get her fingers stretched out enough to get it close to the net.
And it's going to be Callie Minshew looking to bring this one to extra points now in this third set and possibly put things away for Eastern Michigan. But set point for the Chippewas as they look to take set number 3. Raymond digs it up. Now on the near side, and the Chippewas will take it with Brooklyn counter. They're not going away yet as they take set number 3, 25-23. Brooklyn Connor's 5th kill keeps the Chippewas in this one.
What a setup by Amaral on the far side. We got a game brewing up.
Final game, and Coach Mike Golick said that he has earned every single opportunity that she has been presented.
Yeah, she has been really good today as well, hitting 467, 7 kills on 15 attempts. Oh, and she is just blocking everything at the net, it seems like.
Yeah, I mean, the support there has been terrific. Tied for the lead in the game with Christina Casson at 3. Her role as a leader is on both sides, the offense and defense. And when she's able to give support to her outside blockers and be so much better in that area, it allows them to calm down a bit, right? Get back in their system. And you almost need a player like Ellie Maidendorf at the middle blocker to get Amaral set up as a setter. So, yeah, as we mentioned it, Christiana, great bit there. I mean, the vocal leader, her final game is the Chippewa tonight, 104 graduating, and even doing good on the kill side. So they need to keep this consistency up, limit some of the errors again, and now you're 2-1 set. You got to start building yourself back up.
Yeah, and we see the late addition of Brooklyn Connor into this game and Maidendorf on the court at the same time. It's really made a difference on defense. 2 big players getting blocks at the net and really just making tough angles for Eastern Michigan to be able to get the points. But big set win for Central Michigan as we head into set number 4. We saw Central Michigan win 2 straight sets to win in Ypsilanti. See if they can win 3 sets in a row to take this match. But just one more set victory for Eastern Michigan gives it to them. Claire Amaral sends it over. And that's going to be a kill right away for Sifke. Just hits it off of Gertiza and out of bounds. Makes it 1-0. Look at the power from Ava Sifke. And Gertiza dives to dig this one, and it's going to go into the net and down. So 2-0 lead early in set number 4.
You know, I wonder if it's in their game plan to sort of go after Gertiza, as she had a couple of rough sets to finish that game, or finish that last set rather, where seemingly won after Easter closed the gap.
And what a diving dig, but they're going to say it went around the antenna before it went over the net.
Yeah, that was Emma McMahon, the sophomore of Monroeville, Indiana, trying to get across, and just too much power coming her way. You're going to see right here. Good block first time by Basham, but
get a good
just
look to see if
over
it went around the antenna, but no challenge after the discussion. So now Gertiza sends it across. And that's going to be an ace for Ali Gertiza. Big time point from the big time player for the Chippewas.
I just mentioned how they might have been attacking her a little bit throughout these service aces, but boy, gets one right back and says, hey, I'm going to match you.
Gertiza looking to get another one. Gets it off of Sifke. Minshew sends the soft one over. Amaral pushing Casson out of the way to go get it. Raymond hits it across. Stanford hits it to Basham. Digging it out is Raymond. Now to Casson. Cavett bumps it out. Now to McMahon, to Minshew. Hits the net, but they'll say Chippewas hit it. Gertiza bumping pass to Casson. Casson gets blocked at the net, off the antenna. It's going to be a point for the Chippewas. Christina Casson gets her 10th kill of the match.
Double-digit figures. Look at Gertiza coming all the way up to the front court there to set her up for that. Really involved.
Gertiza's next serve, hit up by Sifke. Cavett comes out to get it. Sifke has to send over the long hit, and it goes out of bounds. Chippewas out to a 4-2 lead now. Good decision there from Gebhardt to let that one go. Gets the point for the Chippewas. It's Gertiza serving now for the 5th straight time. Minshew digs it out to Cavett to Stanford. Good dig, and now to Raymond. And Raymond gets dug out that time from McMahon. Minshew, good hit from Amaral. The long bump coming from Gebhardt gets the free ball over. Cavett to Minshew. Into Gebhardt and out after the collision with Gebhardt and Gertiza, but they laugh it off. Both players seem to be fine.
Yeah, and you see there, she went right for the straight back line and was trying to get them to suck in for that attack, and boy, she did a good job of that. You see Gebhardt and Gertiza, such good friends.
Anna Howard serves it to Gebhardt. Goes over, and now Basham puts it down past Gebhardt for the kill, ties it back up at 4. Well-placed hit there by Basham. Seeing the ball floating across the net, not much Amaral could have done to block that one. Hard serve to Gebhardt. Now to Amaral to Maidendorp. Minshew bumps it up, and now to Basham again. Raymond's there to dig it. Amaral sets it up to Casson. Casson's gonna get the kill. Tipped at the net and out for the Chippewas point.
I would hope they keep Casson on the court more. She is so dynamic in the places she can attack this court. She's almost like Minshew, where she can really pick her spot and, you know, have versatile hits. Some strong, some soft, but she's been one of their best tonight. I would argue their best.
Natalia Raymond serves it and gets, oh, a pancake there. What a play there from Cavett. And this time Casson hits it off of the antenna. We see a great pancake from Cavett. Keep things going.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the best dig of the night. I mean, look at this. Great placement. And, oh, just last minute, puts her hand palm down on the floor.
Amaral sets it up across to Casson. Casson dumps it over. Diving dig from Howard this time. But the good hustle does not pay off as that one goes too far out of bounds. Way back as no Eagles unable to run it down. Chippewas get the big point. 6-5 lead. Alina Anderson checking in to serve it now. Howard digs it to Cavett. Diving dig from Anderson. Amaral's gonna dump it over. Now to Cavett, to Minshew. Off a bright way back, but Gertiza runs it down. Cavett dumps it over, Amaral dumps it over now to Cavett. Amaral sets it up for Casson, just in front of the 10-foot line, gets dug up by Howard. Now to Minshew, off of Amaral and out.
Great back and forth from both these teams. I mean, right down the middle, they are mirroring each other. And this one is a perfect setup here. I haven't said her name, but Bella Holmes. Nice job getting that one over to McMahon, who makes no mistake about it.
Raymond digs it to Casson, and Casson puts it down for the kill, gets the Chippewas the lead back. Back and forth action. This is what you love to see right now from both teams, not giving up on this one.
She's going up against their top hitter in Minshew right there and splits the double team right on the block and picks her spot in the middle of the court.
Emma Duquette serve. Dug by Howard, now to Minshew. Off of Duquette. Amaral able to run it down to Bright. Bright puts it down, but a good dig from Srivasan. Now dug out from Raymond. Back to Bright. This time Bright puts it down, the powerful kill. What about that athleticism we just saw from Devin Bright?
I mean, she can get up there. Look at this. Amaral gets her right at the antenna and fading away. She gets this kill on the far side of the court.
Yeah, Devin Bright just 5'8", but makes up for it with hops out of the building. Gavette bumps it up to Minshew. That's going to go off of Raymond, and out of bounds for the kill. So Minshew stops the Chippewas' run at 2, and they get back down by 1. Hannah Cavette having a solid day, getting a lot of assists, 35 so far today. Playing a great game at setter, getting ready to send it across. Slow serve, dug out, and now down by Connor. Sifke sends it across to Minshew, and Minshew puts it down for the kill.
They went kind of quiet on her name, right, for a while, Matt, but getting back into the swing of things. Look at that setup by Ava Sifke across the way, and no mistake about that one. There's nothing you can do.
Diving dig from Raymond. Dumping it over is Amaral. And now Minshew sends it across. Alina sets it down. Amaral puts it up for the kill. Puts it off McMahon on that back line. Big point for Claire Amaral and the Chippewas.
And if McMahon lets this go, it's going to be close to the line, but she likes to touch it up. That's a good spot by Amaral there. On a good dump attempt, second of the night, we've seen her do one like that.
Claire Amaral gets the big kill. Might be on triple-double watch, just needs 5 kills if she can get to it. Minshew sends that one way too far, got under it. Now Chippewas have a 2-point lead. And don't be surprised if Amaral can get to that triple-double. If the Chippewas can make this go 5 sets, 5 kills is not out of reach for the setter. Gebhardt's next serve. Off of McMahon. Now to Minshew. Minshew dumps this one over. Anderson digs it out. Amaral sets it up to Raymond. Tipped at the line. Good dig from Cavette. Now Minshew off Gertiza. Amaral able to pass that one to Connor, and Connor's going to get the kill. How about Brooklyn Connor now? 7 kills on the match.
And a lot of them she's done like this. A great soft spot from Amaral, and she knows she's got 2 blockers in front. She's going to pick that gap in the middle all night long. Get that soft touch.
Maddie Gebhardt's next serve. An ace landed on the line. What a perfect serve right there. You can't place it much better past the Sarabi Srinivasan, who decided to let that one go. It looks like we're going to get a challenge here.
Yeah, certainly. You'd have to think Kevin Foreman. It's a good decision there. Hasn't challenged a whole lot tonight. We haven't seen him do any, actually. And, oh, yeah.
That might be just a little too far. But still having a discussion here with the official.
Yeah, I mean, it is dead center on, well, you see between the max shield and that white area. Yeah, great shot by our camera crew right here. If one more frame goes, you see the shadow sort of touch on the outside part of that white line. And they did rule this as a set, so you've got to have, an ace rather, so you've got to have definitive evidence.
And they're going to stay with the ace.
Yeah.
Didn't even go look at it. They just wanted to make sure that it was right. So it must not have been a challenge. He did not go up with the card. Just wanted to ask about it. But Minshew puts that one down off of Gertiza and out of bounds for the kill. Callie Minshew with another one. 25 now on the match, tying what she did earlier this season.
That's remarkable stuff. I mean, she had to be terrific tonight if Eastern was going to be in position to win this game. And up 2-1 right now, they find themselves in a deficit.
Now the serve goes off of Gebhardt. Amaral sets it up to Raymond. Raymond gets blocked at the net. Gebhardt digs it up. Amaral's going to send it down for the kill. Claire Amaral just perfectly placed right there. Puts it off of Howard at the net there.
Yeah, and you see Samantha Basham. She's waiting to see what Emerald's decision is going to be there to go up, and she waits just a split hair longer for Emerald to dump it.
Now Emerald gets the serve. Dug up by McMahon. Now to Sifke. Gebhardt digs it up to Maidendorp. Maidendorp puts it down for the kill. How about these Chippewas getting a 5-point lead now, and it seems like everybody's doing it.
Oh, they're getting back in system. I mean, that's what they had to do to keep this game in control, and Maidendorp makes no mistake about that one, splitting the defense of Minshew and McMahon.
Set up by Cavett, and Basham puts it down off of the diving Amaral. Gets the point for Eastern Michigan.
And now you get sort of this is a real unique look tonight. You get the likes of Brooklyn Connor out there with Maidendorp at the middle blocker, and then Natalia Raymond, who's had 5 kills tonight coming in. That's got to be close to a season high for her.
As we get a timeout on the court, got a wet spot, got to dry it up. Claire Amaral diving on the floor there. Dries it up herself. Good team player.
Well, she knows exactly where it is, so doesn't want to interfere play.
Now Emma McMahon steps up, sends it across. Addie Gebhardt gets it to Amaral. Now to Raymond. Minshew digs it. Now to Basham. Basham dumps it over. Amaral digs it up, bumping pass to Raymond from Gertiza. Dig from Minshew. Now to Basham again. Still a chance for the Chippewas as Raymond does a good job getting it back over. Now to Minshew at the 10-foot line. Dug out by Gertiza. Amaral back to Connor, dumps it over, diving dig from McMahon. Raymond puts it down for the kill.
Well, in a rally like this, you get all the liberos splitting and trying to go for the digs, and this one allows a soft spot because of all the misdirection. And what a job by Natalia Raymond to notice that and set this down. Great job.
15-10 Chippewas now leading the way for the Chippewas at 2:17, but we got 7 players, over 140 kills. It's really just a good job by this offense to spread it out. You never know where it's coming from, especially from the setter Claire Amaral at 159 kills so far this season.
All right, they spread it out. They added 8 kills tonight, spreading the ball around from players, and the leading person in that is Casson with 13.
And Ellie Maidendorp gets another one. Big day for Maidendorp, kill number 9.
You see right here, Gertiza sends this one over, and it's sort of a misplay as that setter just set it over the middle line of the net. And she's going to take that all day.
Cavett sets it up. Stanford puts it in for the kill.
So now you build yourself a 7-point lead here. They are fully in control of this. The hitting percentage right now, 407 to Eastern's 102.
Oh, one official said that one was in, the other one did not. So Point Central rather. As this one gets blocked by Raymond and Maidendorp at the net. 8-point lead now for Central Michigan.
Yeah, they're feeling it. You see the flow coming in. And this time they're trying to get this one set up to Ava Sifke on the near side. And like Cavett places it well, they just aren't able to get past the double blockers.
Ali Gertiza serves another one across. Minshew digs it out. McMahon's bumping pass to Basham. Dig by Gertiza. Now to Raymond. Raymond gets another kill. Natalia Raymond, kill number 9. Looking for a double-double as well. She's at 9 kills and 11 digs. Also has 1 assist and 3 aces so far in this one. Having a great game as Gertiza sends another serve across, a good serve. McCaughlin sends it up to Basham, blocked at the net. Basham's gonna try again, gets it to Gertiza. Amaral sets it up across to Raymond, looking for 10. And we'll get number 10 right there, double-double. First game as a hitter since her injury.
Yeah, and another set where she's right across the antenna, and he's literally trying to float this over the fingertips of the defender that time, and Ava Sifke. And I mean, how about her job? I mean, she hasn't put up points like this all year. And you just mentioned the graphic about spreading the wealth around. Well, they've done that so far. And you know, for head coach Mike Golick and his crew, it's been all about playing as a unit, more or less than just one side. You see on the Eastern side, yeah, they've got different versatility in players like, you know, Minshew's had 25 tonight and Samantha Basham, but they really rely on their top people. CMU has 7 or 8 players that can go out there and kill this ball in the middle of the court, drive it down the line. And I know it's not the end of the season they wanted, getting out of the MAC tournament, losing to Ohio, but the future is really bright for this team that retains a lot of these players, the likes of Schrock. I think of someone like Maddie Gabehart and Ali Gertiza, who's had her number called, digging a lot tonight, but she stepped up to the plate, especially in this fourth set.
Yeah, you were talking about attempts. Raymond leads the way with 30 attempts for the Chippewas. Then it's Casson, and then Amaral, all over 20 attempts. It's on the other side, it's Minshew with 68 and Basham with 44. So Chippewas definitely spreading out a little bit more as Basham gets another one and hits it out of bounds. So now Chippewas up 11. Looking like it's going to go 5 sets here.
Yeah, I have no doubt. And now if you're CMU, you're starting to think about, hey, let's continue to take Eastern out of their system and force errors. And really just take them out of it mentally.
Coughlin sets it up to Minshew, who hits it in the net. So 2 big attacking errors by their 2 big hitters. The Chippewas just 3 points away from making this go to the 5th set. Gertiza serve just a bit too far. The service error there from Gertiza, but Chippewas still have an 11-point lead, and they've been playing really well on defense in this 4th set as well. Going to be Hannah Howard sending this serve over for the Eagles. Gets a hard floating serve, and that's going to be an ace for Howard. What a serve that was. Saw that one just no spin on it and dipped down at the last second, making it really hard on Gertiza to receive it.
If there's been a silver lining for the Eagles, it's been their ability to force aces.
Raymond's going to bump it up to Casson. Casson sends it back over. Coughlin up to Minshew, and Minshew's going to get the kill. On her 70th attempt, she picks up kill number 26. Now just a 9-point deficit. They've strung together a couple points on the Eastern Michigan side. Here comes the Howard serve. Had a ball rolling on the court before the serve happened, so we'll have to replay that one. No serve there. Howard switches sides, switching up her strategy on this serve, but hits it into the net. Big time service error. Chippewas just 2 points away from taking this to the 5th set now.
You know, even though Eastern Michigan looks like they're out of reach to win this set, you're looking for anything to build yourself confidence in. You know, I've noticed they've attacked the hitters at the back line a lot more than just trying to go for the line itself and find the gap.
Raymond serves this one into the net. So back-to-back service errors keeps things going here as Samantha Basham now goes back to try and get one over. Basham serve dug out by Raymond. Set up by Amaral to Bright. Bright puts it down for the kill. Chippewas at set point now.
And like we said, the hops by Devin Bright, able to not necessarily get through 2 blockers, but hey, she'll take that all day as they bounce this one off their own net. Here we go, set point.
Now set point, Alina Anderson checking in to try and put this one away for the Chippewas and trying to make it go to the 5th set. Chippewas up by 10, though. Got a lot of work to do. McMahon bumps it up to Minshew. Gertiza digs it. Amaral looks to put it down and does. Claire Amaral puts it into the 5th set now for the Chippewas as they now have a better chance to win this one. Chippewas win 2 sets in a row, looking to win the 3rd one as we 13.5 total points for Natalia Raymond, and she has been getting the kills, 10 kills, 11 digs for the double-double to go along with three aces and 1 assist. Just having an all-around really great game. Their first time playing that front line since coming back.
Yeah, we've always known the sophomore out of Reslo Poland has the ability. We've always known her as a player that is a good job in the back row and does a good job digging out balls. But you see her playing in the front court, especially tonight. I mean, look at that. Played for the under-19 Polish national team. That tournament caused her to miss some time this year. So she wasn't as much of an offensive role as we maybe have got to saw. But you see tonight, you know, they're changing up the lineup a bit, getting players in that they haven't seen as much this year, and it's paid off for them. And, hey, one of the things I've noticed is she's had 2 service aces tonight. Great job in that category.
Yeah, we see the attacking errors there so far today, but it's really been the Chippewas playing clean in that 4th set. 484 hitting percentage. Really really just ran away with it. As it comes down to this 5th set. Just 10 seconds away from starting it up. Just 15 points. First 15, win by 2. Wins this game and wins the final match of the season. Of course it comes down to 5 sets to end the season. Seems like these two teams don't want to be done. We might just play all night, Devin. I don't know. It seems like this is going to be a fun finish. I'm excited for it.
Well, remember back on September 26th when CMU battled from a 2-1 set deficit. This time they were down 2-0. They lost 8 straight sets heading into that 3rd one, but they regrouped. They got back in their system. They forced Eastern to take a lot more attack errors, and you saw that graphic earlier. I mean, Eastern in that 4th set was attack error 6, Central 1. So now if you're CMU, it's all about your system. And we talked about the versatility, being able to hit. They've got the likes of Natalia Raymond at double-digit figures. Christina Casson with 13. Ellie Maidendorp, who we haven't seen a lot this 3rd set, with 9.
Claire Amaral starts it off in this 5th set. Now to Minshew, who dumps it over. Diving dig from Amaral. Gertiza's bumping pass up to Raymond. Just dumps it over. Cavett sets it up for Minshew. Off the top of the net, now Gertiza bumps it up. Back to Raymond. Blocked at the net. Diving dig from Gertiza. Amaral sets it back for Brooklyn Connor, and Brooklyn Connor gets the kill. Brooklyn Connor's 8th kill of the match. 8 for 14 on the attempts, 538 percentage.
And what a setup.
So far.
I mean, look at Amaral going behind herself. That's great communication from her and Gertiza, knowing exactly where they want to go with that ball placement.
Cavett bumps it up to Stanford. Gertiza digs it up to Amaral, to Maidendorp. Maidendorp puts it down for the kill. Maidendorp's 10th kill, joins her team in double digits. Big time, just finesse move right there.
This is a savvy play. She's one-on-one with Abigail Stanford, and she poses a floater on her instead of the straight-on attack.
Now to Minshew. Minshew's getting the point. Good
the hand of
right
God
there. Good
saved
block.
me on that one. Left-handed. Thanks for putting your hands up for me. I saw that, buddy.
Oh, I got your back,
But
bro.
wow, that was a bullet, hey?
That was a bullet coming right
Did
at
our
us.
replay crew catch this? No.
The serve
Just the
over,
dig.
Raymond digs it out. Amaral bumps it up, back to Raymond. Raymond puts it down, gets blocked, and that's going to be a point. Cavett got to that one first. 2-2 in this 5th set as Abigail Stanford gets ready to send another serve over. Gertiza digs it out to Amaral, back to Connor, and Connor gets the kill. Brooklyn Connor, what a day from her, just playing so far in her 3rd set. 9 kills now. She's made most of her opportunities, just 15 opportunities so far.
It's interesting how they only had the solo block there with Callie Minshew and Brooke Connor not able to get across, or rather Ken O'Bonney.
And Cavett dumps it over, it's gonna go off Chippewa's line and out of bounds for the Eastern Michigan point. Tied at 3. As these two teams just going back and forth, we might be here all night. Cavett serve into the net. Big time service error. Arms might be getting a little bit tired late here in this match.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great point you just mentioned. You know, Eastern this year hasn't played a lot of 5-set matches. They've mostly been 3-0 sweeps or 3-1, where most of the times they're not in the winning favor. You know, we said coming into this night, 2 straight against Kent State. The most wins they've had back-to-back.
Cavett sets it up to Minshew and it's blocked. Another chance for Minshew. This time Minshew will get the point off of Devin Bright. But the Chippewas, however, have been playing really well in 5-set matches. They've been to 9 so far, and they're 6-3 in those matches. So they've been here before. But with the game Minshew and Basham are having, it's going to be a lot of work for the Chippewas to do. As Minshew gets ready to serve this over. Now at 28 kills. Raymond digs it up to Amaral. Amaral sets it back for Casson. Casson's going to get the kill. Christina Casson's been quiet as of late, but gets her team leading 14th kill of the match.
And why not? Subbed out Brooklyn Connor that last try and makes no mistake about that. Going cross-court to the middle. She gets us off the hands of Ava Sifke to give them back the slight advantage. We're trading points here.
Alina Anderson served to McMahon. Hit up for Basham. Basham tries dumping it over. Raymond has to run it down, but gets a good hit up to Bright. Cavett bumps it up to McMahon. Now to Minshew in the middle. Hit back now, Basham blocked at the net by Amaral. Free ball being sent over. Creeped across the net that time from Cavett. Now to Bright. Bright's gonna put it down for the kill. Devin Bright gets the Chippewas a 2-point lead.
They set her up great earlier in the set, and it was blocked this time. Amaral knows exactly where she's coming. All the momentum from the back 10-foot line, and that is a slam dunk hit right there to give them a 2-point advantage.
Alina Anderson gets a good serve over. Cavett hits it up and down. Kendall Bonney, just her second kill of the match, but a big-time kill right there from Bonney.
You know, when Eastern's had success targeting defenders rather, they've been targeting Ali Gertiza, and she's won about half of them, and there you go, another service error for the Eagles. That is a costly one for them.
Service errors are hurting big time right now for Eastern Michigan.
We're gonna get Casson out of this game subbed. On back comes Brooklyn Connor.
Emma Duquette checking in to serve it. Gets dug out by Minshew. Now to Basham. And Basham's gonna get the kill. That one deflected off of Duquette and landed in front of Raymond.
Yeah, definitely some miscommunication there as Raymond was going for that ball, and Duquette was the one that tipped it up.
Hannah Howard waits for the whistle. Now sends it across. Anderson digs it. Amaral sets it up to Connor. Connor hits it just across the line. Attacking air from Brooklyn Connor, a rare one today. Ties it back up at 7. Howard's next serve. Anderson digs it. Amaral going to Bright. Bright blocked at the net and out of bounds. Chippewas get the point and take the 8-7 lead as they switch sides here. How about the Chippewas and the Eagles just going back and forth? This is the volleyball we were looking for tonight. A great match so far. We really don't know who's going to end up taking this one with how this one's been going.
Well, regardless of the outcome, it's a great job tonight by a senior outside hitter in Devin Bright. You know, 73 kills. Was their leader in service aces earlier in the season and took kind of a backseat role as Central went on that 6-game win streak. And Mike Golick, you know, wants to get their seniors involved in their last game, and she stepped up big, especially in this 5th and final set tonight, having a couple of key kills. And you know, the game plan on both sides, I mean, Eastern has forced themselves some service errors. It's been really back and forth. Eastern took the first 2 sets, the first one handily, the second came down to the wire. Look at that. Callie and Minshew, her final game as an Eastern Michigan Eagle, the transfer from Mississippi State, 28 kills. But look at how they spread the ball from the other side. Amaral 7, the 49 assists really stick out, as she's one of the best setters in the MAC, and she should be for years to come.
Yeah, she'll be looking for 50 assists on the night coming up as they get their next opportunity. But it's just been really back and forth. It's been a fun match to watch. Back to your point about Devin Bright, 4 kills in 10 attempts. It's been really well and efficient so far. So we take a look at the last 3 opportunities here. Big kill for Casson, who has 14 kills for the team lead.
Yeah, this one was really good. Werbo, great power and execution from Devin. I mean, like we said, they've spread the wealth out. I mean, they've had a multitude of hitters tonight. You know, I count on my sheet here, 8 different that have more than 4 or 4+ hits, rather.
As we come out of the timeout, it's going to be Maddie Gebhardt trying to win this one for Coach Golick's team. Chippewas looking to go out at the 500 mark this season. Gebhardt, good serve, gets over to Howard. Setting it down is Connor. And Brooklyn Connor gets the kill. How about double-digit kills for Brooklyn Connor? Who saw that one coming today?
Yeah, this one is very odd as they just tap it over the net, and the first block comes from Cavett, but it's Stanford who's not able to get up from her knees and get this dug enough for a second hit.
Gebhardt's next serve dug out by Howard. The long hit from Minshew tipped at the net. Diving dig from Gebhardt. Now to Raymond. Raymond's going to hit it off of Howard. Almost hit the ceiling on that one. And now Minshew with the long hit gets blocked by Connor. Free ball gets sent over. Now Amaral goes up. And Brooklyn Connor almost gets it. But the point will come to the Chippewas. We got the 2-touch violation there on Eastern Michigan.
I mean, that was a heck of a dig by Hannah Howard, but look at this power. Just not enough. The first time Brooklyn Connor went for the kill shot, and that one she just made a little soft touch there and forced Howard to sprawl out. You said it, double touch there, and oh, barely out.
And the service error from Gebhardt puts Eastern Michigan back down by 2. Samantha Basham getting ready to send it over. Goes off of Raymond. Set up this time from Emerald. Connor just kind of backhands it over. Now to Minshew, who taps it over. Now off of Raymond and into the net. So Minshew will get that kill. Back to a 1-point game.
That's a savvy hit from their team leading 27 tonight. And she's gone for most of her kills with the hard hammer, but that time she lays it down.
Basham serve dug out by Raymond. Amaral going for the kill, but gets blocked. Gertiza hits it up to Raymond. Diving dig from Howard. Bumping pass from McMahon. Now Minshew puts it too far. Great decision there from the Chippewas back line to let that one go. 2-point lead now for Central Michigan.
You know, on Eastern side, I'm really impressed with how well they've responded with the first touches. They've been doing a great job digging these volleyballs out all night, but sometimes they rely on their Achilles a little too much, which is their strongest hitter in Callie Minshew, and forces it out.
McMahon digs out the Amaral serve, going to Minshew, and Minshew's not done yet. 30th kill of the match. Putting up a 30-burger, big day. But 81 attempts, getting all the looks possible.
Well, I ate my words there, and instead of 26, you just said it, 30. That's incredible. That's a season high for her on this Eastern Michigan squad.
Abigail Sanders ready to serve this one over. Chippewas still have that 1-point lead, but Stanford looking to tie it, but hits it into the net. Abigail Stanford, rather, big service error. The third one of this 5th set.
Yeah, in the game of inches like this one's been, every single error really adds up, and it's been fortunate for this Chippewa squad.
Gertiza serves it to Howard. Cavett sets it up for Minshew. Out of bounds, Chippewas 2 points now away from winning this.
Heads up play by Gertiza to not touch that ball up, Matt, and force a rally. And we're going to get a timeout here from Kevin Foman, Eastern's head coach.
Yeah, big errors so far have just killed Eastern Michigan in this 5th set. We already said 3 service errors, a big attacking error there from Minshew, who hasn't made many today. I mean, when you look at it, just 10 attacking errors on 82 attempts. That's a good number, hitting 244. But on the Chippewas, playing really clean so far in this 5th set, hitting 353. They do have 2 attacking errors of their own, but they haven't been making the service errors. They've been playing good defense, really just forcing tough angles, and that's why they have that 3-point lead.
Well, credit to CMU and Mike Gawley for being resilient. Down 2-0 in the sets where they really should have won the second one. That's tough to come back from, but they've answered every step of the call. Their top players have got it done, the likes of Lauren Schrock, Christina Casson, and down the stretch, I mean, Natalia Raymond having the game of her season has really put them in position to get a win here on the final night. You need 2 more to close this out.
And Ali Gertiza sends a floating serve across. Up to Minshew again. Amaral, big dig. Bumping pass from Gertiza to Raymond. Raymond just out of bounds. Point Eastern Michigan.
And we'll get 2 additional subs here for Eastern.
Just
take a look at this.
The line.
Yeah, it gets through the double team right there, and it is quite literally maybe 8 inches outside of the white line. It's not a big gap.
Cavett had a service error earlier in this set. Gets this one across, though. Now to Casson. Tipped at the line. Sifke hits it up. And big miscommunication error. Chippewas match point now after the mental error that time from Eastern Michigan.
And that's frustrating as it gets there. As Hannah Cavett was saying to the libero, Emma McMahon, hey, that was my touch there. But you saw that, touched it up right into the hands of McMahon. Here we go.
Natalia Raymond will have to look to put it away after this timeout taken by Eastern Michigan, keeping the suspense going. But 14-11 now. And let's look at the kills. In the 4th set, 16-9. in the fifth set so far, 8-7. Central Michigan just playing cleaner since that fourth set, hitting 484. And in that fourth set, Eastern Michigan hit just .081. So that's a big difference there. Central Michigan just started playing cleaner than Eastern Michigan, and it's been hurting Eastern Michigan big time in this fifth set.
Well, you just said it, right? And a team that's able to be resilient, as you see there, the brother of Callie Minshew, Gardner Minshew, joined this game from way up in the rafters of this place. But, I mean, look, Eastern this year, credit to them down the stretch, playing some really resilient ball. I talked about coming in 2 straight wins against Kent State in a year that really hasn't gone their way. You know, 5-24. They only picked up 3 MAC wins on the year. They were looking for a 4th tonight, where it's a rebuilding year. And for Kevin Foreman in his first year, he wants to change the culture in this program, where I think for both these squads, you have a bright future. Both of them are well coached, but well manned. But the point is tonight, CMU, a cleaner game like you said. They need a clean one right here to finish this game out.
Now Natalia Raymond looks to do it. Big game from her as she looks to finish it. Takes a deep breath. Here it comes. Gets serve across. Cavett sets it up for Minshew. Minshew says, wait a second, it's not done yet. Point Eastern Michigan.
Yeah, that's really her calling card over there. Minshew goes cross court, aiming right at the heels of Devin Bright to suck her in and get her to attack this ball for a dig.
Do you think Eastern Michigan goes to anyone else right now?
If you do, it's got to be Basham, maybe.
Minshew serve. Dug out by Raymond. Amaral sets it up to Casson. Casson puts it up. Ran down by Basham. Minshew sends over the free ball. Gertiza digs it up to Amaral. To Bright. Bright is going to win it for the Chippewas. Devin Bright in her last game as a Chippewa wins it for Central Michigan. How about that comeback? Chippewas drop the first 2 sets, then win 3 straight, Devin, to come back and win it. And look at Devin Bright. Her 5th kill of the match in just 11 attempts. She made most of her attempts, and big smiles on the faces of the Chippewas.
That's fitting for a senior to end it in CMU's final game of the year. 5 kills on the night for her. Chippewas had no less than 5 kills on anyone that touched the ball over the net. And what a group, what a game this was. Incredible back and forth play by both these rivals interstate. But CMU ends the year 2-0 over Eastern Michigan. They continue that win streak to 7.
Yeah, 4 players on the Chippewas with double-digit kills. Natalia Raymond, Christina Casson, Ellie Maidendorp, and Brooklyn Connor having a coming out party today. The future with Brooklyn Connor does look pretty bright for the Chippewas. We saw Ellie Maidendorp in her last game go off. Hit for 526, 10 for 19. Assisted on 4 blocks and added 2 digs. And Claire Amaral having a big day as well with 7 kills, 51 assists, and 18 digs to get that double-double. Really, Christina Casson, 14 kills, just consistent throughout the whole match. Hit 387 with 4 digs as well, and with 3 assisted blocks. So it was a really big team effort today by Central Michigan.
Yeah, well, they battled back from a lot of the errors early in this game. Eastern took that first set because they really took CMU out of system. But once they started rattling things back, it was a close second set that they lost. The third and fourth, they controlled most of the way. They were able to spread the wealth of the ball around. You said big names tonight, like Christina Casson over there. I thought Ellie Maidendorp was their vocal leader, and you need that in a squad that, in a tough way, losing against Ohio. It's a good bounce-back performance to finish your year that didn't go the way you wanted. You didn't get into the MAC tournament, but you talked about it. Mike Golick in his 8th season, it's a bright future because they have the likes of Claire Amaral, one of the best setters in the MAC. They have aggressive killers in Lauren Schrock and Casson. They're not going anywhere. This CMU team is going to be here to stick around, and they're going to be even more hungry next year.
And you get a healthy season of Natalia Raymond and Christina Casson. It's going to be big time for those players. As we get ready to send this interview over for one last time, let's send it over to Cristiana Rosa.
Coach, you closed out your regular season with a win, and it was at home. How are you feeling right now?
I feel pretty good. We took it on the chin last weekend, and gave up our MAC hopes, our tournament hopes, and we said all week this matters to us, and it matters to us to win for our seniors. It matters to us to play hard, And it matters because it defines who we are and how we go about competition. And so I was really proud of the grit that we showed, especially going down 0-2. And, we've been saying it a while that you can't count out the chips, and I liked our pushback. And I'm really proud of the group from start to finish of how we just stayed in the fight. And, we lose 4 great seniors. They played big roles for us all year long, and it's hard to say goodbye to them, but happy to send them off with a win.
Your team showed a ton of depth and versatility tonight. They came out to perform when you guys needed it most. What does this say about the growth and the maturity of the team, especially when they came out to perform in those clutch moments?
We've had a lot of people over the year that have had to step in and play a big role for us. And so utilizing our depth or utilizing some subs is nothing that we shy away from. But people are ready for that moment. And, Brooklyn Connor came off and had a great match. And Devin came off and had a great match. And, Alina came off and had a good match. And, to be ready on the sidelines when your number's called is important. And I thought we did a really nice job of really just being patient and waiting for the game to come to us and letting it develop and finding a way to really, I thought, dominate sets 4 and 5 from start to finish.
And then finally, what do you want to tell all of the Chippewa faithful, the viewers at home and in the court, for being here all season? What do you want to tell them?
I think we're going to work hard, and I think anybody who's watched our team knows how hard we work, and I wish the results maybe showed that a little bit better. I hope we can stay healthy next year. We got a lot of people coming back, and I hope we can build on some of the momentum we had down the stretch. We went 7-2 in our final 9 matches in the MAC conference, and we were a heck of a team at home. We've got to build on that. Next year starts now. We got to celebrate our seniors here, but we want to bring big things to the court in 2024.
Thank you, Coach. Congrats on a great season.
Thank you.
Chippewas take the final game of the season against the in-state rival Eastern Michigan Eagles. Really a great way to end the season for the Chippewas, bringing a lot of momentum into next season. And now